from the NewsChannel 5 Network and Out and About newspaper. This is Out and About Today, sponsored by the Tennessee Performing Arts Center.
Welcome to Nashville Pride 2018. We're at Public Square. It's the 30-year anniversary.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride!
Yeah.
Happy Pride! So this is the big shebang here, but I was fortunate enough to go to several events this week. I was at Old Red for the Chamber's 20-year anniversary party. It was a big time.
Place.
Yes, I mean, if that doesn't say enough about how we progressed, what else is there to say, right?
Absolutely.
And we're gonna talk to Lisa Howe in just a few minutes about a big announcement she has and all great things the Chamber's doing.
I was going to say, you guys got to do the walk, so we just finished up the walk before we came into the festival, and it was at least 2 or 3 blocks long behind us. I tried to get to the front so I could see back. We've got some pictures to share with you later, but it was amazing to see everybody walk through, and the tourists were cheering for us the whole time. They were hanging out of the windows. It was just such a great thing to see.
Well, it really is. The whole thing is exciting. Biggest crowds ever at this Pride, the 30th year for Pride. What we're going to do is we're going to give you an overview of the entire festival. We're going to talk with some of the booths, some of the celebrities backstage. So here we go. Come with us. All right, here with the mayor, Mayor Briley. Great to see you. So,
good to see you too.
Tell me, what's your impression of Nashville Pride?
Well, it seems to be about twice as big this year as it was last year. Obviously, it's a regional event now where people come in from all around the region to celebrate Pride Month, and I was glad to make June Pride Month here in Nashville.
We appreciate it. And you do so much for the LGBT community in Nashville. So what do you want people to know about the LGBT community and their relationship with Nashville?
Well, Nashville is all about giving everybody a chance to reach their fullest potential. And that means for the LGBTQ community, making sure that they get total access and an opportunity to succeed here in Nashville.
We're glad you're here today. Have fun with the presentation.
Sure, thank you. Good to see you.
Hey guys, I had to swing by the mural again this year. It's the second year they've done this, and I'm here with Andy Rudolph. She's put this together for us, and I wanted to get a little insight on why we're doing this again. Andy, tell us why you're doing this.
You know, it's such a great cross-generational activity. There are people of all ages, the youngest people here and up, come together and they work together. Their friends come. I mean, I've seen people make friendships while they're here painting. It's so fantastic, and I'm so glad to be here again this year.
Well, now tell me, where do the ideas come from? Are they just sort of whatever they want to paint, or how does that come about?
You know, last year we had this great sort of call out to the community. This year we worked directly with the Act Like a Girl program with Actors Bridge and Valley Forrester, and they supplied all of the ideas that everyone is making just come to life. It's wonderful.
So what do you have to do, just show up and come paint?
That's right. There are 2 rules. Don't paint over the black lines, and don't paint the same color beside the other same color. We have an amazing palette, and people are just having a great time today.
I love it. Just make sure you stay in the lines if you come and paint, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Andy. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we're at the Holy Trinity Community Church booth where everyone is welcome. Love this church. Some of the great folks here at Holy Trinity. Good to see all of you guys.
Yes, good to hear. Yes. Happy Pride, yeah.
Now, there is a great ministry at Holy Trinity about foster care. So, Michael, tell us about that. But it's a collaboration between the foster care placement and Holy Trinity.
That's right. We are a social service agency. We do foster care, therapeutic interventions, and there are so many children in state custody, especially teens, that have experienced a lot of trauma, and many of those kids identify as LGBTQ. And those kids are especially hard to place because people are afraid to take those children. And this seemed like a natural fit for us and the church, and the missions fit really well because there's so many people in the church that identify as gay and lesbian that want to be parents, and they have been denied that opportunity. And the kids need them, and they want to be parents, so it's a natural fit.
It's a great team. Now, also, like we saw recently in the headlines, Diane Black said she's for adoption but not for gay couples. How do we combat that?
You know, I think we just have to look at the facts. So many kids, you can look at the kids that have been adopted by gay and lesbian families. And I think the concern there is not just a moral question, but they're afraid the kids are going to grow up gay. Well, the research doesn't show that. kids need love, period. Would you rather have a child grow up without a family at all? Because that's what's happening.
Right.
Or would you rather have them have two parents that love each other regardless of their sexuality and love the children and provide a nurturing and loving home for those children? Well,
absolutely, yeah. So, and finally, I just want to ask you guys, Holy Trinity, how do you describe it to someone who's never been? Just in 10 seconds.
Oh, it's a great place to come and visit.
We're church in Nashville.
Yeah, we're loving people. We'd be glad to have you.
Loving,
church in
friendly. Yeah.
All right, there you go. Search it on Google. Friendliest church. There you go. Good seeing you guys.
All right, thanks.
I'm here with Lauren. She's with Buy Tennessee, a new organization, a year old. What's the goal of Buy Tennessee?
To increase visibility and to promote the social and mental health and other types of well-being for BiPAN and fluid individuals in Tennessee.
Well, and we walked up to the booth and it's been busy, so there's a need there.
Yes, we've had a lot of people saying that they're glad there's finally a representative organization that they feel they can be part of.
I know, so that was my next question. Do you ever feel like the B and the P get left off when we talk about gay and lesbian and trans? Even, do you feel like you're a little bit left out in the discussion?
I think not so much that there's a deliberate exclusion in any way, but that it is really necessary and it's positive to have a representative organization that deals specifically with our issues because they are distinct in many ways. We have very similar experiences in certain ways, but it's also very distinct. And there is often a visibility issue.
I think you're right. We talk about it on the show all the time. Not purposely, but it's just we see gay and lesbian maybe so much more obvious, right? That's not right?
Right. Well, I think that's true, and I think that there's often a societal presumption that if you are paired with somebody of the opposite sex, that you've sort of opted for heterosexuality. So does the bi even matter? But it does matter. It matters for living with integrity. It matters for your identity. I think the converse is often true if you are with somebody of the same sex. That there is a presumption that you're identifying as gay,
right?
And that's not necessarily the case,
right? Well, thank you for talking to me. We need to get you on the show. I'm going to need a card. We're going to have to talk about this a little bit more seriously later. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I've run into the Music City Sisters and I wanted to give you a little overview of who they are. You've probably seen them out at Pride and maybe you're not sure, but I want to start right here.
Hi there, welcome to Nashville Pride. My name is Sister Rhea Sunshine. I'm the abbess of the Music City Sisters House here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'd like to introduce you to two of my fellow sisters. This is Sister Ann, We Need a More Love, and Sister Create Love. Sister Ann, will you tell them a little bit about what the sisters are and what we do?
Absolutely. We take lifelong vows to spread joy and end stigmatic guilt through habitual manifestation. We've got a plan today. Usually we just walk around and have pictures made because that's what Pride is about, with spreading joy. But today we've been passing out grant money to different organizations here, and it's been a lot of fun. I feel like Santa Claus.
We also have deemed 2 different saints so far today. Yep. So people that have worked so hard with us in the community, we have granted them sainthood, which means they have performed at least 3 miracles in and outside of the Pride Festival, but we're so excited to do that.
Now, how did you guys originally get started? I want everyone to know maybe sort of what the origin is. You got.
So the origin of the sisters is about 3 radical gay fairy men in 1979 went to a church and said, hey, we're putting on a production of The Sound of Music. Do you have any habits? The nuns gave them the habits, but there was no production of The Sound of Music going on. What they did with it instead is they wore those habits on Easter morning and they ministered to the LGBT community in the Castro in San Francisco. And this was during a time when the HIV and AIDS epidemic was going on and the mainstream churches had turned their whole back on the LGBT community. They got such a huge positive reaction that they kept doing it. And today, over worldwide, we have over 83 houses of sisters.
I don't think I knew that there was that many houses, 83 across the world.
And growing, and always growing.
Absolutely.
We're so excited.
Well, thank you, sisters, so very much. I appreciate your time, and we'll be right back.